How to make a Roy G Biv sweet treat. First, let's review what we learned already. Roy G Biv stands for the colors in the color spectrum: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Now on your whiteboard and your dry erase marker, we're going to practice sketching our Roy G Biv cupcake first. So using the guide that's in your desk and by watching along with this video, let's go ahead and draw our cupcake now. The most important thing to remember when we're drawing our cupcake is that it has 7 layers. So we're going to draw a trapezoid first. Let's watch again. Straight and diagonal lines that go down for our cupcake liners. You can make the bottom of your icing very drippy like me. Now we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and our last one is 7 and a cherry on top. Nice job. After you've worked out your sketching, you're going to write your name and your teacher's name on the back of your paper. Flip it like a pancake. Watcha! Now, you're going to be using a pencil so that you can erase, but I'm going to be drawing with a Sharpie so that you can see it on my screen. So our last and final drawing, you're welcome to actually trace too. If you have sketched out your drawing on your dry erase board and you want to trace it a little bit, you can do that too. I'm making an ellipse on the bottom of my cupcake liner. That means it's curved. Straight lines down for our cupcake liner. And if you'd like to do a different design on your cupcake liner, you're welcome to do that too. Now we're going to do the bottom layer of our icing. I'm going to make mine a little bit drippy because I want my icing to look kind of gooey. So wavy lines curve up and then kind of a wavy straight line. So that's called horizontal. Great job. We have our first layer. Now we're going to add another wavy line. Second layer. A curve and straight line. Curves down. Third layer. Fourth layer is another wavy line which curves down, curves up, and then across and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Okay, I'm just counting to make sure I have 7. A little bit of a wavy line at the top. And at the very top, we're going to do a curved line that looks kind of like a wave. And I added a delicious cherry on top, but maybe you'd like to add a different kind of fruit. Super job. Now you're going to outline your drawing with a Sharpie or a dark colored marker. You could also add a cute face onto your cupcake if you'd like. Maybe you want a shocked face or a scary face or no face at all. Cute. Now I want you to remember our Roy G Biv order, and you're going to find all of your oil pastels in this order. So we're going to do red first, and we're going to use the bottom layer of our icing, and we're going to just trace around the bottom, just the edges. And we're going to do this all the way across and then up the sides. It's going to appear like there's kind of a shadow when we add our paint back in. Great, now guess what color's next? Orange! So we're gonna do the same thing with orange, the side, and the edges just on the bottom. And if your oil pastel is a little bit dirty, you can actually kind of wipe it off on a scrap piece of paper that you have next to you. or you can turn your oil pastel. So my yellow had a little bit of other colors on it, so that's what I did. I just turned it a little bit. So remember, it's red, orange, yellow, green is next. Now we're going to do blue, so just the sides and the bottom. In my last layer, I'm going to do indigo and violet. So indigo is kind of like a pinky purple. So I'm doing a violet color first. And then I'm going to blend it into my pink. So that's going to be actually the first part. So I blended my two colors in. Can't forget my cherry on top, which I'm going to make red, but if you have a different kind of fruit or whatever design you have up there, you can change that color too. So I'm just going to be doing the outer edge for my cherry. And now I'm going to be using white. So I'm going to be tracing over my Sharpie lines on my cupcake liners. And everywhere that I want there to be a highlight, I'm going to trace over with white. And this is going to be called an oil resist, an oil water resist. So anytime you have oil pastel, your paint is going to resist it. So it's going to show up as a highlight. So even though it looks kind of weird now, I promise it's going to look cool. Now anywhere I want to highlight, so example on the right side of my drawing, I'm going to draw a couple of lines. So line, 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 line. And then maybe you might want to add one for your cherry. I forgot to do that. Now we're going to add colors from our tempera paint onto our cupcake. So they're going to correspond with each other. So red goes with red, yellow goes with yellow, green goes with green, blue goes with blue. So as you notice, everywhere we drew those white lines, it's going to show up as a highlight. And the piece de resistance, at the very end, we're going to add cool decorations in the back, kind of like a candy shop theme. You can add swirls, you can add sprinkles, you can add dots, you could add balloons, you could add more cupcakes if you want, any kind of designs you want. You just want to fill up all of that white space. And when you're done, it goes on the drying rack. Nice job, friends!